Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Season 3 of Maryville Meets Athletes. Today, I'm joined by my co-host, Ben Foster. Welcome.
How you doing, Joel? Thanks for having me on here.
Of course. With this being your last ever episode of the series.
Really emotional.
Yeah, I know, it's going to be a crying time, but just wanted to have you on as a little send-off and get to know a little bit more about Ben.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time, and I'm sad to be leaving, but happy looking back at all the memories, all the athletes we interviewed. So,
yeah. All right, Ben. First question I have for you is, over the last 2 years, you've really found your element in this sort of journalism.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think your best memory of paw print has been?
Like from this project or just from the class?
Just this project, the class as a whole. Anything really?
So from this project, I'd say some of the best memories were interviewing people that I didn't know as well before.
Okay.
We had a couple of guests this season and last season that I wasn't really close friends with or maybe didn't even know at all, and getting them on here, getting to ask them some interesting, funny questions was a good time, and getting to know some people, so that was really cool. And also the team one that we did at the finale last year, that was a good time because it was just me and my buddies hanging out, so that's what it's all about.
So you've done a good job over the past couple of years of, helping everyone learn more about different athletes. I want to know what you're like. I want to know what's a typical day in the life of Ben.
A typical day in the life of me. Alright, so probably start off, wake up, go to the gym, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, go to the library, homework, studying for like 4 or 5 hours before class. Then it usually hits about 9 a.m., head to class. No, I'm playing. I usually wake up like 10, eat, shower, head to class, probably show up late, hang out with you, play the beach ball game in paw print, go to my other class with Dr. Carver as well. She's my favorite teacher, so I always try to take any class that she's offering. Then I head to practice and probably grab dinner with the roommates and watch some TV or something and call it a early night.
As the founder, creator, podcast extraordinaire, do you think that Maryville Meets Athletes should continue on next year?
I think it should. I think I'm leaving it in good hands. I just worry about if we bring on another co-host, how that's going to work out. So I think if you want to bring another co-host, you're going to have to double check with me.
Right, for sure.
Probably get on a conference call with them and see what they're all about. But if it's just you or if it's somebody I approve of, I think it's in good hands.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be tuning in every week as a big fan. So, yeah.
So Ben, you're kind of known as the weekend captain.
Yeah.
You don't really handle the leadership stuff like on the field as much as some of the other guys, but
agreed.
Away from the field, you really coming in your element.
Self-appointed weekend captain.
What does your ideal Saturday at Maryville look like?
Ideal Saturday? Are we in season or not in season?
We'll go fall.
Okay, fall. Probably have early practice. But if it's ideal, maybe not have early practice.
I'm still throwing early morning practice in there.
Really?
There's nothing better than
when you're
finishing early morning practice on a Saturday in the fall.
Okay, this is my answer. Not yours.
Sorry. Should I restart?
No, you're good. So, mine would be wake up, maybe practice, maybe not. Then I'm playing 18.
Yeah.
I'm getting 18 in with the boys if the weather permits. But if it's ideal, the weather obviously permits. After that, head over to one of the boys' place. Everybody's there during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And we're throwing die, hanging out, lawn chairs. We got a fire pit going maybe.
Yeah.
Just having a grand old time. And then 9, 10 o'clock rolls around. And we pile in some Ubers and head out for a night on the town.
Yeah.
Get to hang out with all our friends and have a good time and go get some cheap drinks, maybe in St. Charles. So just love hanging out with the boys, and the more the merrier.
Yeah. I think there's something to be said for a good Saturday morning practice.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, when you walk in to the locker room after you're done, music's already played in the locker room. It's like some country music.
You know what song comes to
It just
mind?
gets me so fired.
It's a great day to be alive, Travis Tritt.
That one, or one that was always played a lot my freshman year, was Pretty Good at Drinking Beer. That one and the Bartender song.
Bartender.
Really did it this time.
Yeah.
Those two songs bring me right back to freshman year, fall.
All of those are great tracks.
Love hanging out with the fellas.
And I think it was probably me playing those songs.
Yeah, probably.
As the
great
weekend captain. It's my responsibility, so got to get you fired up.
Yeah.
He's got it.
What does the next chapter of life ideally look like for Ben Foster? When you get home, end of May this year.
Yeah.
Actually, let me put it this way. 5 years from now, what do you want your life to look like?
Wow. I don't know if we've ever had this hard-hitting of a question on here before.
I don't think so.
5 years from now, I'm going to be 28.
Yeah. Still be here.
Yeah. I'll be just finishing up season
8.
I think that 5 years from now, I would definitely want to be at least living with my girlfriend.
I think that's...
Perhaps maybe engaged. We'll see how the financial situation goes for that. I'll be working a job, hopefully, that I enjoy doing. Something in sales. I really want something where I'm not glued to my desk and I can go out, schedule meetings.
Get on the golf course.
Yeah, like play a round of 18.
Yeah, networking.
Yeah, that's what I'm all about in the corporate world, I think.
Just another weekend captain.
Yeah, and what's really important to me is that I hope that I still have a good group of friends. I've kind of seen it with my oldest brother, the way his life is now. He's 32 and married, so he's still got a group of friends that he sees 2-3 times a week, and they do activities together, play golf, stuff like that. So I think that maintaining a social life at that age and not just being stuck in work, go home, dogs, kids, whatever, having that time to step away and be with your buddies and bringing your wife or girlfriend along and all having a fire and hanging out, having a nice house, hopefully, and hopefully I'll be really good at golf by then. Would be sick. So.
All right. The last question I have for you is, you kind of went on your little victory lap this year, you know.
Yeah.
You ran it back for a 5th year.
Had to.
What's your advice for me for my final year at Maryville?
Ooh.
Coming up next year.
So, something that was said to me by Coach Derek, shout out Coach Bones, at my exit meeting at the end of fall was soak it up while you can, enjoy it, obviously, which everyone says, but he said take the time to connect with all the guys on the team.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, go out for lunch or hang out with somebody that you wouldn't normally hang out with. And I think that that's a really fulfilling process, is hanging out with guys. Like, I know I'm a lot older than the freshmen, but having those times with those boys and getting to hang out with them means a lot, and I think it means a lot to the younger guys too when you're connected. So I'd say don't isolate yourself, even though you might be the oldest, and don't get caught up in just like senior and doing your thing, but try to have meaningful relationships with as many guys on the team as you can, because your time with them is limited. So
yeah. All right, we're at the point of the interview where I'd like to let Ben send us off with some questions for me.
This is my last time saying this.
Damn.
I gotta make it a good one.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm actually sad as hell.
Me too.
Welcome back for a final time to Maryville Meets Athletes. Getting a little emotional right now, sorry. Today I'm going to be interviewing my co-host and best friend, Joel Lucas. This is like such a serious episode. So, when you came on to Maryville Meets Athletes, I was already in the class, did my solo season.
Yeah.
What was your first impressions of joining the show and coming into the class and meeting Dr. Carver, obviously, and joining this party?
So first of all, everything you told me about the class beforehand, just how fun it is to get to do this project, and like also just Dr. Carver is amazing.
She's the best.
She is the best. So I kind of had pretty high expectations for, joining the podcast, and I thought we could, make some pretty entertaining stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
I think we did. I remember that first episode, I was very nervous.
It is tough.
Being in front of the camera,
Mm-hmm.
the lights are on you, you're kind of in charge. It's kind of really difficult, because first season I was a guest, so that was a lot easier. I didn't really have to do anything.
You just kind of answered
I
the
just
questions.
showed up and answered some questions, but
Mm-hmm.
when you're on the back end of it, it's a little bit more work than you kind of think, and the editing and stuff, like it takes some time, but it is really fun.
Yeah, it's worth it for sure.
It is really fun to do.
I think the hardest part that we never really talk about is the intro.
Yeah.
Because there's been so many episodes where we've been like trying to focus and sit properly and get through the sentence of "Hi everyone, welcome to Maryville Meets Athletes" without fumbling our words or messing it up.
It's just really.
And
the first one of the day is always.
It's
so
awkward.
Hard.
It's awkward to get it going, but once you get the camera rolling, it's just a nice conversation between friends. So.
Yeah.
What do you think was your favorite memory of ours together in college?
In college? There's so many good ones.
I've got one.
All right, let me hear yours while I think of mine.
Okay, mine was after we lost your freshman year at the end of the year, and we stayed up till 6 a.m., maybe even late.
I think it was late.
Like maybe 7 a.m., and we watched the sunrise together, drinking a beer on my deck.
Raining.
Yeah.
So nice.
It was so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And just a perfect way to end the year and wrap it up. Hopefully we get to do that this year.
Yeah.
But it's more of a celebration of winning the championship. So
I think mine. I don't know why, but it's not like that. Nothing crazy happened. But your old apartment, my freshman year, when I just would come over, and I didn't have a car, so once I got there, it was really up to you when I left.
just kidnap you.
Because Clayton didn't really want to come pick me up ever, so it's kind of up to you. But you always took care of me, fed me some cereal, and made sure it was good. Those times are probably my favorite.
Those are some great times.
Should we talk about my breakup?
Do you want to?
I don't know. All right, Benny, I think that's it.
This is
Is this it?
I don't want it to be it.
Maybe you did. It's okay. We all have to grow up.
I'm not ready. Well, thank you guys for tuning in over the years to Maryville Meets Athletes. Really appreciate it. Even though there's only like 20 of you. Shout out to my loyal viewers. And looking forward to see what the future has for
Big things.
for Maryville Meets Athletes and for you as well, Joel.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Signing off.